into further into arrays. Uh, so now in arrays we have seen a array variable can hold same set of data types values in a one variable, like all the marks, like all the numbers like marks can store in one variable called marks, right? Let's look into, but in a situation where we know the marks of students or age of students in a, or height of students in a class, or age of students in a class, or marks of students in a class, we can all store in one variable individually, right? But let us say we have a school, we have heights of students in a school, we store in an array. Let's suppose a school has maybe 100 students, you can store all the 100 students height in one array. But we need to know, we want to store heights of each class in one array and all arrays in one variable, right? That means, let us suppose a school has 10 classes, grades, 1 to 10 grades, or 10 classes, you can call. But I can store each class has, let's say, 30 people. Each 10 into 30, 300 people will be there, right? All 300 heights you can store in one variable because all are number variables. So you can store in a number array. You can take a variable and declare it as a number array and store all heights of school. You can store it in one variable. But I want to segregate this age data into class wise. That means I want each 30 members in one class and the class 2, class 3, like that, and store that in a single variable. You can create variables for each class, age wise class, and then you can store the age data for that class in that variable. So in that case, we require 10 variables to store all the classes age data, right? Height data or age data or anything. But I want to store in a single variable. Let's take an example. Okay, let's see. I have a school height data in one variable. So let's say for a simplicity, I took only 6 student data: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 students data, right? Okay. 2, 3. Okay, I remove one. 6. I took 6 students data: 5.4, 4.8, 5.6, 5.5, 4.6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct. Students height data. This is school wise data, right? The first variable, school height data and number array, and I assign the values of that school. Complete school, let's say assume a school of 6 students. For the simplicity, I took one and see the declaration of variables, school height data. So declare variables with a cleanly, and it represents the information of the story, rather than declare like x, a, b variables. Declare it a proper variable name. Okay. Now, as we discussed, I require to store data in a class wise height data. So I declare a variable class height data and is a number array. Number array, how you declare a number array? Give the data type and keep the square brackets here, like number array, right? Here also I declare number array, but I put another 2 square brackets. Observe that it is array of array, right? So array of array, that means 2 arrays are there. A array storing inside another array. So it's called 2-dimensional array. The one in the school height data, the first line, is a single dimensional array. A set of values, one array is stored in this variable. But in class height data, I am class wise, I am taking arrays. See, the first array is one class, the second array is another class. And both arrays I am storing in around 1 square bracket I kept to these both arrays and storing it one variable. So I am holding data of arrays in single variable class height data, right? So you are declaring an array inside array, then you declare 2 square brackets like this. Okay. So each class I have this data, 3 people, and the same 6 people I broken into 2 different classes. I stored it. So 2-dimensional array I created here. So now you create as exercise, you create array of height, weight, age. or student names. Like that, you create variables. Names are string array, number array, like boolean array. You can create as many as you want. As exercise, at least do two things. One is create heights of each student. Height of students and names of students in a class in a school. Create two different variables and try this exercise. This will help you understand the concept better. Okay. Now, let's see another aspect. Now you know the class, right? Age of each class, age of each class. Now let us take another example of, I want to store marks of each student in a array. So marks is, let's say there are 3 subjects in a class. For one class, I have 3 subjects: mathematics, physics, chemistry. So I want to store 3 marks of each student. Let's say there is a student A having 3 marks, mathematics marks, physics marks, chemistry marks. Similarly, student B with 3 subject marks. Like that, I want to store in a variable. How do I store? So now here the different, observe the requirement, right? I want to store a student name and marks. What is the name of student data type? It is string. What is the marks data type? It is numbers, right? So I want to store numbers and 3 subjects numbers. That means maths, physics, chemistry for that number. So I want an array of numbers and then name of the student. But array accepts only one data type, not 2 different data types. Like string and number, you can't store in a same array variable. So how do we do it? So in this case, here we discuss the data type called tuple in our earlier video. Tuple is basically to store different data types in single variable. So let us say here array of multiple data types. Here student data. So I declare it as a tuple. Tuple is like how to declare? I put a square bracket around this data types and write string comma number array. If it is single number, you can create one number, or if it is an array of numbers like all 3 subjects marks or 10 subjects marks, you can create array number. So string and array number. And then I am creating array of arrays. Like we discussed here, we declare array of arrays. So see that I put the name, comma, and his marks in 3 subjects. This is one array, right? One tuple. If you see, this is a tuple. How you differentiate the square brackets? You look square brackets only. How you differentiate? It is tuple or array. It is having 2 different data types. Like one is string and another is array of numbers. Array of numbers. Even this is some data of arrays, or array of numbers, array of strings. Like that you have to say. Here I have another name and 3 different subjects in the marks. Another name, 3 subjects. So each tuple, this pink color is tuple, and this is one tuple, and this is another tuple. All these tuples I put into one array. So it's called array of tuples, right? Like numbers, tuple is also one data type, right? And then you store the data into this. Okay. So try now with the different tuples as exercise that you create a variable for storing names of students and their height, weight, age. 3 different variables, right? Height, weight, age, there's the numbers, and name of the student. Like that, each class may have 10 students. All 10 students data you have to store in a single variable, and each data of student is his name or her name and height, weight, age. All this data set you have to store into a single variable. Once you write, please provide your answer in a comment section. If you have a doubt, please provide your comment in doubts in comment section. I'll respond with another video. Okay. Till then, we'll create one more video to further discuss on this.